take a good look how quiet and normal the streets are right now. Because with all this racism, hatred going on in the world, it could be worse than what the streets look right now. Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. And yes, like I said, there's a lot of hatred going on right now. Hatred. We unfortunately still live in a world, in a country where racism is still big. And you would think by teaching history, learning from history, that people would realize this is a bad thing. But no, instead, they continue to hate, they continue to be racist, they continue to be bigots. In a nation where in the national anthem it says, home of the brave, land of the free. I twisted that. It's land of the free, home of the brave. That's what I meant to say. See, I don't even know my own national anthem, but yes, we still live in this country where you go to certain parts of the area and we still have that. And I don't know if it's gotten worse since Trump has been in office, or if this is something that's just been existing and it's finally coming out because Trump is in office. I don't know. Like this whole incident in Charlottesville, white supremacist, I mean, come on. What did the Nazis do to the Jews that you want to support the Nazis? I mean, half of these people who are supporting them aren't even German. The whole reason why we take history class in school is to know the history, learn from it, and make sure we don't make those mistakes again. I'm not sure if the curriculum this year or this time of days in school, if they're actually talking about the Holocaust or anything about that. But you learn from that. You learn from what happened in the past and you try to make a better future of it. Well, these guys up in Charlottesville, they're just making it worse. And again, like I said, most of them are probably even German descent or even European descent for them to be sitting here and doing this kind of protest. With all that happened over in Charleston, Virginia, our nation just took a step back. We took a step back from what happened, the violence, the racism, the racial culture. We took a step back. That's pretty much what happened. And no matter what they say, the neo-Nazis, the white supremacists, no matter what they say, we took a giant step backwards in the society that we live in when we're supposed to be teaching peace, we're supposed to be teaching non-violent things. But with what happened over this past weekend, I mean, what's going to happen now? I mean, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter, that was a step, and now with this is a step back. What's going to happen? I go out of my way to teach my kids, my niece, my nephews, about hatred and not to hate, not to be racist, not to say anything racist, not to do anything racist. But when they see things on the news, when they hear things on the radio, and all they're talking about is this one group did this to this one group. And then you have these white supremacists with Confederate flags and Nazi signs and torches. I mean, again, we went a step back. We went backwards in life with what they did. Back in the 50s, the 40s, when they were lynching people, what did they have in their hand? KKK? What did they have in their hand? They had torches. And that's exactly what just happened. They went back in time instead of moving forward, instead of finding a solution to fix the problem. They just made the problem that's already been in America even bigger. And that's the bad thing about it. Donald Trump just got through saying we are a great nation, that we will defend our nation against foreign and domestic violence. But he doesn't talk about racism. He doesn't talk about taking care of racism, fixing racism, stopping racism. He doesn't talk about that. Because from what happened in Charleston, Virginia, lives were lost over anger, over racism remarks, over all that. I end my vlog every day by saying, go in peace. And it's hard to say to go in peace when, again, the world around you is acting a fool. The world around you is being racist. I stand for what this country believes in. I stand for this country as a nation, but I can't stand for this country when parts of the country that we live in is still living 50, 60 years back in time. I can't. I can't do that. You know, I'm raising my kids to be polite. I'm trying to raise them to be, men. But again, when they turn on the news and the first thing they see is a group of fools acting a fool, kicking people, acting violent, torches, hailing the neo-Nazi sign, hailing the German flag. How can I? It's hard. I mean, parts of me want to leave the United States, parts of me want to raise my kids in a better life. But how can I? This is the country that I grew up in. This is the country that my kids were raised in. This is the country that we belong in. But we need to stop all this hate. We need to stop all this anger. We need to raise our kids the right way. And that's what we need to do. We live in a country where it's a diverse country. I live in a city that's multicultural, that's diverse, that's so diverse that I can go anywhere around in the city and find different types of ethnic food. That's the kind of city I want to live in. That's the kind of world I want to live in. Not this kind of world where you have racism. You have people who are racist everywhere you look. That's not the city I want to live in. We need to stop. We need to wake up. We need to think about the future. Move forward on this future. Stop all the hatred. And the only way to do that is you need to get that man in the White House out of the office. He's the biggest racist. He's the biggest hater in the world. He's trying to do all these things that our nation doesn't stand for. We need to get him out of office. That's the first thing we need to do. Then we need to realize that we need to stop hating one another and start living as a nation that is strong, a nation that is proud. That's the first thing they need to do. I mean, this whole violence, everything that we go through, it needs to stop. We definitely need to stop it. We definitely need to end it. And there's only one way to do that, and that's we have to change as people. We have to change as a society. We have to stop. I'm going to say it again. And this time there's a little more meaning behind it. Our vlog is ended, guys. We need to go in peace. Everyone, go in peace.